You're watching CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown.
Hello, I'm Juan Fernandez, and here's a look at your top stories. We begin with breaking news. Dozens of people are hurt during a crash between a metro train and a bus near USC. This happened just before noon between a Metro E-Line train and a bus on West Exposition Boulevard. KCAL News has just learned that 55 people were treated and evaluated right there on the scene. 2 were taken to the hospital in serious condition and 16 in fair condition. At least 37 were treated and released from the scene. The crash happened near the Expo Park USC station. The scene is expected to be clearing very soon. Well, another big story for us today. Tensions flared overnight at UCLA when protesters clashed on campus. KCAL's Amanda Starantino is at the Westwood campus where she's speaking to both sides of the demonstration.
I'm Amanda Starantino on the UCLA campus, where this is day 6 of a pro-Palestinian encampment happening here on campus. This is right in front of the Powell Library, and we talked to some Jewish students today who say they're frustrated with the school as they claim that they're not able to get to certain parts on campus. Now, for some context, a lot of students are studying for their midterms that are happening this week and next week, and the part that is being blocked is right in front of the Powell Library. This is also a main access point to get to different parts of campus. Earlier today, we saw a group of Jewish students approach where this line is. Take a look at this video. You can see what happened.
Hey, don't let anyone in.
How can you
Don't let anyone in.
Who closed the entrance? No, the library is not closed. The library is open. I'm a student here. I pay tuition. I'm allowed to be here. I'm allowed to be here. This is my school. The entrance is in the back. No, it's not. This is the entrance. Guys, this has always been the entrance. You can't take control of the school like this. You can't.
It's a public area. This is a public area.
Do you realize how illegal this is? Do you realize it? This is a public area. No, I'm going to go in through here. I'm going to go in through here.
So coming up on KCAL News at 5, we talked to those Jewish students. We also talked to one of the protesters of why they want to stay right here and why they are blocking certain students from entering this part of campus. We also talked to other students who say we don't have a stake in this at all, but they just want to be able to walk around on campus and they don't feel comfortable doing so right now. Also in this area, this came up just a few days ago. We're not going to zoom in on it because it is too graphic to see, but it is a pro-Israel message happening here, and it's showing images of what happened back in October with the attack that happened that started all of this happening overseas. So coming up on KCAL News, we're going to hear from all these students about what's happening here on campus and also reaction from the school as well.
All right, more from Amanda coming up at 4. Turning now to the weather, and a warm day across Southern California and also windy in some areas. So how long will the summer-like conditions stick around? Let's find out. KCAL News meteorologist Olga Ospina has your next weather.
Hi, Juan, and yeah, we're hoping it's going to stick around for a bit. We are still looking at some sunshine even along the coastline. A beautiful day. Temperatures along the coast mild 60s right now in Santa Monica, 66 degrees along the pier. Current conditions, though, as we head a little further inland, Riverside, you are already in the 80s, and we're seeing a lot of 80s through the IE. We have 80 degrees in Chino, 81 in San Bernardino, low 80s in Hemet. Along the coastline, feeling 63 in Malibu, but 80s also for the Santa Clarita Valley. So another day of warm temperatures. Here's a look at highs this afternoon. Mid-70s for the LAOC metro area, but 80s for the valleys into the Inland Empire and high desert. Upper 60s across our mountains and beaches. There's a look at wind gusts. We've had those gusty conditions for some of our mountains and deserts these last several days. Winds have calmed. The wind advisories have expired. However, still breezy, especially across the Antelope Valley, where we'll continue to see gusts in that 25-30 mile per hour range even as we head into late tonight and early tomorrow morning. This weekend, temperatures, that's when we finally see those numbers drop. Upper 60s for the LAOC metro area Saturday into Sunday, and that is because we have a system moving through that's going to bring us a very slight chance of getting a little bit of rain as we head into Sunday. So I'll show you the system here in Futurecast. As we head into Wednesday also, I want to show you this trough of low pressure that's going to start digging down. That's going to cool us down just a bit on Wednesday. Not too much, though. We'll still feel plenty of 70s, and it's still going to be a warm one. But really, the big story is going to be as we head into the weekend. So you can see the system impacting the Pacific Northwest, moving into Northern California, Central Coast. For us, a potential for it even missing us. But if we do get any rain, it is going to be very light in nature. It's moving out very quickly, and temperatures are going to rebound nicely as we head into later next week. So here's a check of the 7-day forecast. We're looking at low 70s tomorrow. There's that brief cool down before numbers rebound into the upper 70s on Thursday, and then cool back down over the weekend before the sunshine returns early next week. Next 7 days for the valleys, 80s Wednesday, Thursday, dropping a bit on Friday, and then the 70s returning as we head into Saturday, Sunday, warming up into the mid-70s by Monday into Tuesday. And for the Inland Empire, a similar trend, but still 80s continuing through Friday. As we take a look at our deserts, again, still a little windy for places like the Antelope Valley. Mountain areas, you will be in the 60s, dropping down into the 50s by the weekend. And for the beaches, temperatures in the 60s as we head into the next 7 days. Warmest day at this point, that is going to be Thursday, as we do have offshore flow starting to kick in, bumping up our temperatures once again before that cool down over the weekend. Juan.
Olga, sounds good. Thank you. Now to big news in healthcare today. A panel of medical experts is now recommending the reversal of a long-standing guidance when it comes to breast cancer screening. The U.S. Preventive Service Task Force is now suggesting women start getting regular mammograms at age 40. Previously, women were told they could wait until 50. The panel is also suggesting women continue to get screened every other year until they are 74. So just how big is this development? Well, joining us now to discuss this recommendation is Dr. Shweta Kukirti, a radiologist with BreastLink RadNet. Doctor, thanks for joining us today.
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you so much for having me.
Pleasure. First question for you, doctor. What do you think about the panel's recommendations, and does it surprise you at all?
I'm actually thrilled to hear these recommendations, and I'm not really surprised because we've actually been doing this. According to the ACR and the Society for Breast Imaging, we actually have been recommending to do mammograms starting at age 40. And we actually recommend it to do annually because we have seen and we have realized there's a lot of women getting breast cancer after the age of 40. So it's actually important that you go ahead and get started. So I'm actually thrilled to hear this.
So what do you think led to that suggested change in the guideline? Was it that? Is the prevalence of more cancer in women under the age of 40?
Exactly. So there's what they found in their research was that there has been an increase of the incidence of breast cancer happening at that stage in that 40 to 50 age range. And from just some of the things that I've seen, it seems like they were finding a almost 2% increase happening every year. And so this kind of led them to change these guidelines, drop it down to age 40, and let's just.
All right, doctor, thank you so much for being with us. We're having a little problem there with your audio, but we appreciate you being with us today. Again, that was Dr. Shweta Kukirti. All right, the city of LA could be the next one to join the list of cities where businesses are banned from going cashless. 3 city council members today spoke in support of a proposal that would stop businesses from not accepting cash. The reason? Cashless bans alienates customers who don't have access to debit cards or credit cards. The motion is expected to be taken up by the council's Trade, Travel, and Tourism Committee this summer. If approved, Los Angeles would join cities including San Francisco, New York, and Philadelphia, where there are bans on cashless businesses. The Red Rocker has left his mark on Hollywood. Today's Sammy Hagar was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Hagar is best known for a frontman for Van Halen. Along with being a singer, songwriter, and guitarist, he's also written a best-selling book and launched restaurant franchises. Among those in attendance today was singer John Mayer and chef and TV host Guy Fieri. Hagar has deep ties to Southern California. He was born in Monterey, but his family then moved to Fontana. He graduated from Fontana High School. Hagar has had a solo career One of his best-known songs is I Can't Drive 55. Congratulations. This has been CBS News Los Angeles, The Rundown. Thanks for joining us. I'm Juan Fernandez, and we'll be back live here at 4 on CBS News Los Angeles.